Hi, I'm David Ake with AP Photos. This was an interesting week for photo editors. We had one candidate touring the Middle East and Europe, while the other went to a ball game and a grocery store. They were both interesting pictures, but they were definitely different.
John McCain started the week attending a Yankees game with former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani and his wife. To make this nicely stacked up frame of the three of them, Seth Winnick took a side angle and used a telephoto lens. This can be a bit risky. Often the subjects don't stand in such a straight line. Several time zones away, Jay Hong jumped in a helicopter with Barack Obama as he took an aerial tour with the Israeli defense and foreign ministers. Jay had to press himself up against the opposite side of the helicopter to make this shot. It was complicated by having to share the tiny space with a television crew and an official photographer. Earlier, Obama took yet another helicopter tour, this time with General David Petraeus, for an aerial look at Baghdad. This image was shot and supplied to the Associated Press by Army Staff Sergeant Lori Jewell. Obama met with several world leaders on his week-long tour, and he had his picture made with most of them. This one by Jay Hong was the most fun. It's almost like French President Nicolas Sarkozy had to drag the candidate away from the photographers. While in Jerusalem, the candidate stopped to visit the internal flame at the Hall of Remembrance. Kevin Freyer made this frame by using a slow shutter speed to emphasize the flicker of the flame and the glow on Obama's face. Back in the U.S., McCain held several of his usual town hall-style rallies. For this frame, made while at a rally in New York, Carolyn Castor took a low angle and used the glare from stage lighting to her advantage. This is a right place at the right time with the camera up to your eye picture. Reactions like this of McCain responding to a crowd in Pennsylvania are quick. Luck favors the prepared, and Carolyn Castor was. While he was in Pennsylvania, McCain stopped at a grocery store. Carolyn Castor stayed with him and followed him down the aisles until she made this clean photo of the candidate talking to a shopper. Contrast this small, intimate moment with this large, not-so-intimate moment in Berlin. Both are good, but boy are they different. To make this frame, Jay Hong took a risk and went up in a scissors lift. The risk is once you're up there, it's not easy to get down, and if the candidate all of a sudden decides to wander into the crowd, you are totally out of position. Once he did get down, Jay took the time to look around and found this picture of people in the crowd listening to Obama's speech.
I remind photographers all the time to turn around and look behind them. That last picture is why. On the Washington Photo Desk, I'm David Ake, Associated Press.